I hope this is recording. Let me check here. Yeah, look at that view. Isn't that just beautiful? Here, let me give everybody a big look at the lake here. Real pretty. I love coming up here. I've never been exactly down to this spot here to fish, but it's going to be interesting. And one of the reasons why I put Appalachian in the name is because I do a lot of things that a lot of Appalachian people do. I fish. I have never been hunting, but I'd like to. One of the things I want to talk about and cover real short and quickly before while I get my rod ready here. Follow me. It's weird. While I get my rod ready, is I've been getting some messages from people saying that I'm ruining the mystery when I post things on Facebook from Snopes, disproving a lot of the rumors they post back and forth. And at first I was like, well, maybe I am. Maybe I am ruining the mystery for these people, and who am I to do that? But then it dawns on me, over half of these things that people are posting that I'm debunking are things about kids getting beaten. Things about people mistreating animals. Things about people doing things that we wouldn't really want people doing. So is that the mystery? Is the mystery that, some people are bad? And like I said, to me it's today's, because the way I record these and upload them. But the way I said in yesterday's video that I had an individual contact me. And they told me that they would quit being my friend if I continued to film under this user's name. And frankly, like I said in the video, I don't care. They can go ahead and quit being my friend. Right? Well, they contacted me this morning to apologize and say, well, they don't want to ruin a good friendship. I said, we don't have a good friendship. I've never really been your friend. And honestly, we weren't really good friends, to begin with. So he gets upset with me, and he's messaging me back, and he's saying, well, it's not my fault that it's us against you. Your people are the ones doing this. Your people are the ones that's ruining America. You outnumber us. You know that, right? And I went, motherfucker, please. It is like 80-some% of Americans who are theists. Okay? And that leaves very little atheist. And then you got the ones that believe like how I do in gun rights and shit. And that's even fewer. But because I'm not trying to say, oh, poor me. I have different beliefs than other people. I'm just saying, don't pull that shit with me. Don't pull it and act like the whole world's against you. It's like a fucking complex people have in believing that the whole world is against them when it's not. When everything points towards at them, they have a large number of people. And then so I sent this to him, and that's why I decided to come up here to the lake. It was pretty today. It snowed last night, but you can't hardly tell that, except on the other side of the hills, and that'll be melted off before I leave. And it's pretty. I want to have a peaceful day. Ooh, duck, little duck. Well, yeah, that's weird. But fishing gets shit off my mind. When my dad passed away almost 2 years ago, I went straight into fishing, and it helps. It helps a lot. It really does. Even if you don't catch anything, it's just getting out here and feeling the breeze, even though today's breeze is cold. But the thing is, I forgot that I'd actually spoken to him not long ago, and he got mad at me over that. That was the last message he sent me prior, and it's kind of what gave me the idea. Oh, there's a duck. It's kind of what gave me the idea of coming up here to the lake, because he told me, oh wow, I can't hardly see. I can't tell if I even got the duck in there. He told me atheists have no reason to be fishing. There's the duck. Oh, isn't that beautiful? He's coming right over to me. And they say atheists have no reason for fishing. God won't. He's not going to let me talk, is he? Must be a Christian duck. Anyways, he says that atheists have no reason to... You gotta let me finish, ducky. Are you caught up on... Hold on, I think it's got fishing line on it. Oh. It's not wrapped on it. It's just holding it in its mouth. That's just beautiful. So anyways, he says atheist. Oh wow. Yeah, fly away. Oh. Okay, back over here. That was fun. Hope you all enjoyed that. I know I did. That was pretty cool to get it on tape like that, or not tape, on memory card. So he tells me, and I'll finally get to tell you. It says that atheists have no reason to be fishing. And I was like, why is that? And he's like, well, you don't have God there to put the fish on the hook. And and that's why I looked at him. I'm like, are you serious? He's like, yeah, how else do you... Oh, maybe I got something. He's like, how else do you explain why every bass fisherman is a Christian? I'm like, I don't know. Maybe because they're from areas like this. I have no idea. And I'm not of any authority to say that every bass fisherman is. But you know what? I asked him, do you seriously think that God puts the fish on the hooks? He said, yes. God reaches into the water and literally puts them on the hooks. Like for every Christian. And he's like, for every Christian. Oh. Slung my bait off. And I'm like, well, isn't there quite a bit? He's like, no, it's only for the true ones. So I guess that's a problem. You know, it's not just theist against atheist. It's theist against theist against theist, then against atheist. So they get it to the point where they believe that they are the singularity of anything good in society. And I just don't understand that. They need to understand that, you know, hey, it's great that they got a belief. I had someone go, well, do you think I'm stupid? Do you think I'm weak? I'm like, no. I don't think you're stupid. I don't think you're weak. I understand that some people need religion. I'm just not one of them. Doesn't mean that someone's weak. No, I'm not saying physically or mentally weak. They just believe in something that I don't believe in because of lack of evidence. But when people say ridiculous things that don't even come from the source that they're saying they believe in, like God puts the fish on the hooks, it doesn't make sense, and it makes me a little aggravated, really. Let But, shortly after that conversation with him, in fact, I think it was the day I was telling my ex-brother-in-law about it, we were up here at this lake, and it got nighttime. We went up to another part and changed where we were, and I jokingly said to him, well, let me show you how to catch a fish. As soon as I cast it out there, I reel in a 23.5-inch largemouth bass. Biggest bass I ever caught. It was just awesome. And I haven't caught a bigger one since, but I just thought, the irony of all ironies is the day that, after I talked to that guy, and I forgot that I ran into him at Walmart, and we had that little conversation. And because that's when I was actually trying to come out with people and tell them, and he had started preaching to me, and he knew I wasn't the type of person you preach to, and it started in on that. This video is probably just as, well, not as weird as yesterday's. Yesterday's, I kept on the point, and today I'm changing from point to point. But it's a damn pretty day, isn't it? I know I'm breaking the rules of filming and not getting the light on me, and probably don't have the camera up at a good angle, which I can see myself way back in there in the camera. That's kind of cool. And, I don't know, it's a pretty day. Just everybody enjoy it. I know by the time this gets uploaded, it might be snowy or rainy, or shit might be falling out of the sky because airliner septic tank ruptured and get frozen gobs of poo. But enjoy days when you get days like this. That's one thing that I've read online, is people say that atheists have no beautiful days. Well, this is fucking beautiful to me. And when the leaves come in, it's still pretty. Even though I like fall time a little bit better. I'm kind of like my dad. My dad, he got suffocated when the leaves would come in. He said it felt so open, and then everything feels so closed up. And, I agree with him on that. It does. It really does. I know I'm holding this rod, and I know this video is probably just not what y'all were wanting, but after yesterday's rant, I know I've offended a lot of my friends, and frankly, I'm wondering if it matters, because here comes some wind. Frankly, I'm wondering if it matters, because they post anti-atheist stuff all the time, and it's like, just like this guy, basically stating that I have no right in stating my views in public. It's America. Fuck yeah. And fuck you for saying I don't have a right to state my views in public. You have the right to say I don't have a right. But, it's covered under freedom of speech. But I don't have to agree to it. And he's the type who probably will threaten me of some type if he ever watches these films. God, I'm getting old. Next thing you know, I'm going to be calling it a clicker instead of a remote control. And, you know what? Fuck it. It's a beautiful day. Can't let people ruin that. It's a beautiful day. I probably won't catch anything because it's actually really cold. I'm pretty sure out here it's below freezing or around freezing, because you can see your breath. I don't know if it's showing up on camera. But it's a sunny day. And I was hoping this year the lake would freeze up. It normally does, and I never do get up here to fish. Which I don't know if it's safe to walk out on the lake up here or not. But, in the comments, tell me about a place that you like to go to just clear your mind. You know, if you're an atheist, if you're a Christian, doesn't matter. Just some place you go to get away from all the shit of the world and just enjoy life. You know, I wish my wife enjoyed coming up here, but she doesn't. She never was as my grandmother puts it, a country girl. But I'm not looking for a country girl. I'm looking for love, and I have my lovely wife, which, you know, we're getting ready to celebrate 3 years of marriage in a couple of days here on the 20th. And we've been together since we were 12. Pretty fucking crazy, isn't it? That's what you get in these small town little areas up in the hills. People fall in love young and get married, and hopefully we can stay married for the rest of our lives. But if not, it's been fun. It's been something I've enjoyed, and I'll never stop loving her. I know that. Unless she goes batshit crazy and like kills my family or some shit. But even then, a part of me would still love who she was before she went crazy. So, go figure. Well, I think I'm tangled up. Or not. Maybe I'm getting a bite and not knowing it. That's why I don't like real